Okay, so let's go. 1 we have x squared plus 6x plus 5. Okay, so here we have 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Then 1 plus 5 is 6. So we have plus 4x and plus 5x. So we have x squared replace plus 5x plus x plus 5. We have x squared plus 5x. We have plus these two have x plus 5. So we have x plus 5. We have plus 1 x plus 5. So we have x plus 1 x plus 5 is our final answer. Number 2. We have x squared plus 7x plus 12. So we have here 12. So it's 6 times 2, 4 times 3. So I think this one is what relates to 7. So we have plus 4 and plus 3 to give us 7. So we have plus 4x and plus 3x. So bringing it down, we have x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. So we group x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. So now we bring out x, factorize x left with x left with 4, and plus 3 and 12, 3 is common, 3 and 3, x left, 3 and 12, 4. So you have x plus 3 and x plus 4. That's number 2. Let's go to number 3. Y squared plus 9y plus 14. Okay, so we have 14, 7 times 2. I think that's what relates to 9. So we now have 7 plus 2 to give us 9. So let's go. So that means we have plus 7x and plus 2x to give us. Okay, sorry, y. Sorry. Since y is the letter in the question here. Okay, so let's move on. So now we have y squared. Instead of writing plus 9y, we replace it with plus 7y and plus 2y, and then you bring out the last term plus 14. So let's group. So you have y squared plus 7y group. Then we have plus 2y plus 14. So let's go to the next page. Y squared plus 7y. Y squared plus 7y. So we cut. Then the other bracket we have plus what? 2y plus 14. So 2 comes out. 2 cancel to y left. 2 in 14 is 7. So y plus 2 here. And then we have y plus 7. That's the third one. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 we have x squared minus 4x plus 3. So when you have minus, you need to be very, very careful. So let's go. 3. What times 3 will give us 3. Then we have minus 4. That means minus 1 and minus 3 is what will give us minus 4. You need to be very careful. Minus 1 and minus 3 will give us minus 4. So let's go. So now we have x squared. Instead of this, we replace it with. Now we can write minus 1x. Instead, we just write minus x. So minus x and minus 3x. Those are the factors. So let's go. Minus x squared minus 3x minus x, then plus this last one plus 3. This is the last term. The only thing I replaced was this with these two factors. Alright, so let's move on. So we have, so let's group now when you want to group, that's the difference between positive and negative. All the ones we've been doing, if you notice, the moment we group, the sign doesn't change, but for negative sign, immediately you group, the sign changes because minus affects the brackets. So let's go. X squared minus 3x. Alright, then minus, immediately you open the bracket and you write x. This has to change to minus. It's no longer be plus. Why? Because if I open the bracket, look at it, x times x minus times minus plus 3. So that's correct. So let's go. So what's common here? X is common. X cancel x, we're left with 1. X cancel x, we're left with 3. Then the minus here. What's common? When you can't visibly see anything, it means 1. So 1 in 1 is still 1. Do you understand me now? So minus cancel minus. We have minus 1. How many can you see here? Still the same. Alright? It doesn't change. Now watch. Minus times minus. That's plus. Let me prove it to you. If I have minus 1 to open bracket x minus 3. Let's check. Minus times this will give me minus x, then this will give me plus 3, which is exactly minus x plus 3, which is what is here. So nothing changes. So our final answer will give us x minus 1, x minus 3. That's our final answer. Let's go to number 5. We want to see, maybe we'll pause the video at number 5, then we'll take another 5 again. The fifth one says x squared minus 12x plus 32. So let's take 32. What times what will give us 32? 16 times 2. It doesn't reflect 12. 8 times what is 32? 8 times 4 is 32. Yeah. So 8 and 4 will give us 12. So let's go to the sum. What and what will give us 12? Minus 8 and minus 4 will give us minus 12. So for the factors, we have minus 8x and minus 4x. So let's bring it here. So now we have x squared minus 8x minus 4x. Then let's bring out this plus 32. So let's group x squared minus 8x. Remember the same thing we did the other time. We open the bracket and this will change. So we have 4x minus 32. This has to change. So we now have what's common here is x. X cancel x with x. X cancel x is 8. And here minus. What's common? I think 4 is common. 4 in 4 gone. Left with x. Then 4 in 32 is 8, I guess. Yeah. 4 times 8 is 32. So in that case, the two brackets are now the same. So our final answer, x minus 4 and x minus 8. If you expand this, it will give you this. So I'm going to do another video for 6 to 12.